Hello, welcome to Pilates at Home. This is week 3 of the course now, so you should be getting used to the routine that we're doing. We're going to do a similar one to last week again, just like the week before, and I'm going to make it a little bit harder. I have one thing to ask you this week though. We're sending in a survey with this email, and it'll be underneath the YouTube video. If you could take 1 minute to fill out that survey. It's 5 quick questions. What we're doing is we're asking you just to give a little bit of feedback on the first few weeks so we can make it better for you in the coming weeks. We don't know if the class will be a little bit long, a little bit short, a little bit hard, a little bit easier. Simple questions like that, so if you take the 1 minute to fill it out, that would be great. Perfect. So this week we need a mat as usual, the headrest, the pillow or the cushion, and the roller if you have one. We'll get started. So onto our hands and knees. Hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, tuck the elbows in so they're pointing back towards the toes. Drop the ribs down to the mat, arch in the back, lift the head up, looking up in front, and then drop the head down, ribs up to the ceiling. Drop the ribs back down, lift the head up, looking up in front, and then drop the head down, ribs up nice and high again, push the hands away from the body, rein in the back as much as you can. Drop the ribs down, lift the head up, looking up in front, drop the head down, ribs up to the ceiling again, and then drop the ribs down halfway. Take the left foot up, twist it out to the side, have a look at the toes, left foot in, right foot up and out to the side, back in. Left foot up and out, perfect, right foot up and out, and back in, looking around the arm as you do it all the time. Keep the elbows tucked in, and we're going to combine those two moves, so this is a confusing one. We're going to drop the ribs down, lift the head up, we turn the head to the left, bring the left foot out to the side, have a look at the toes as you push the ribs up to the ceiling, bring the left foot in, head drops down, right foot comes out to the side, look at the toes around the right arm, drop the ribs back down, right foot comes in, and head's looking up in front. Turn the head back to the right, right foot comes out to the side, look at the toes, push the ribs up to the ceiling, roll the head down, right foot comes in, left foot comes out, look at the toes, drop the ribs down, left foot comes in, and head looks up. Good. Look down between the fingertips for the next one. Hips and shoulders to the left, you can tuck the toes, left toes underneath the foot if you want. Hips and shoulders to the left, right leg back, and then right arm up in front. And just holding yourself there. Keep the shoulders and hips level side to side. Right arm, right leg back down. Left leg back. Left arm up in front. And you have one shaky side. I do anyway, my right side. Nice straight line. Arms and legs back down. Perfect. Good. Let's get you to turn over onto your back now. So, head resting onto our headrest. Roll up towel. Imprint the spine, knees are bent, feet are on the mat, hands are by the side. Bring the legs to tabletop, focus on the imprint, and tap the toes off the mat. Right and left, and right and left. Good. Focus all the time the back being imprinted, rib cage is down. Nice smooth breath in and out. And nice soft taps of the toes. And the 2 feet together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Keep the imprint. 5. If it's easy, tap further away. If it's a little bit hard, tap closer to the hips. 7, 8, 9, shoulders are relaxed. Last one. 10, and then bring the feet down. One at a time onto the mat. If you have your roller, we're going to grab it now. 2 feet on top of the roller, and we're going to grab our pillow or our cushion between the knees. Hands by the side to start. If you don't have a roller, don't worry about it. Keep the feet on the mat. Imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and lower back down. Keep the pillow squeezed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it harder, hands onto the ribs. 6, or across the chest, even harder again. 8, nice high extension of the hips. 9, last one. 10, and then back down, and have a little rest. Next we're going to do, if you have a roller, perfect, keep it there. Left foot onto the roller. If you don't have the roller, don't worry about it again. Keep the pillow between the legs. We're going to straighten the right knee. Squeeze the pillow or the cushion nice and tight. Hands by the side, shoulders are relaxed. Spine is imprinted, and lift the hips up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. And switch sides. Right foot onto the roller. Pillow stays between the thighs, left leg is extended, hands are by the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then rest the hips down. Leave the pillow down to the side. And we'll roll the roller off to the side as well. Next one, we're going to go for a set of hundreds. So, hands by the side, imprint the spine. Legs to tabletop, so 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees. Reach the hands to the bottom of the mat, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up and beat the hands. 2, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, out. 2, 4, 5, in. 2, out. 2, 4, 5, in. 2, 4, 5, out. 2, 4, 5, in. 2, 5, out. 2, 4, 5, in. 2, 5, out. 2, 4, 5, in. 2, 5, out. 2, 4, 5, 2 more breaths. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, last one. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, rest the head down, bring the feet down, hands by the side, and have a little rest. So next we're going to do a little bit for the lower abs like we did last week. We're going to try a little bit, we're going to tie in a little bit for the upper abs now as well. So we're going to imprint the spine, bring the legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling, and instead of little flutter kicks we did last week, we're going to tuck the chin in, chin to the chest, 2 hands to the back of the right calf, drop the left heel all the way down to the mat, and then switch. And use the hands to pull yourself up that little bit higher so you feel the upper abs working a little bit more. Good, and keep switching from leg to leg. Good. Let go of one leg before you grab the other. Keep the legs straight as you can. So you're stretching the hamstrings. And as you kick back and forward, one more each leg. And then bend the knees. Rest the head down and bring the feet down onto the mat. So we've got the lower abs imprinting the spine. We're starting to use the upper abs to roll the body up a little bit more. Now we'll do the same with the next one. We're going to grab our pillow again. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, pillow between the ankles, straighten the legs to the ceiling, roll the hands to the bottom of the mat, and drop the heels a little bit further this time, 3 or 4 inches away from the body. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, one last one, 10. Bend the knees. Rest the head down and leave the pillow down to the side. So, time a little bit of upper abs in again. We're going to use it for the next 2 exercises. 2 hands to the side of the head. Imprint the spine. Legs to tabletop, chin to the chest. Elbows into the knees. Straighten the legs. Bring the elbows to the side. Good. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, head down, feet down, and have a little rest. Good. One more for the abs, and then we're going to come to some roll-ups, and then some roll-ups into boat pose after that again. So, next one. Imprint the spine. Legs to tabletop, chin tucked in, chin to the chest, right hand to the outside of the right ankle, left hand to the inside of the right knee, straighten the left leg, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Bend the knees, rest the head, rest the feet down, and have a little rest. Next exercise, we're going to straighten the legs down onto the mat. Bring the hands back behind the head, elbows are extended, arms forward, chin to the chest, rolling up into sitting. Up nice and tall, chest comes up to the top, shoulder blades are together as we roll back down onto the mat. 1, 2, 3, chest comes up nice and tall, back down. 4, 5, 6, keep the feet on the mat. 7, back down. 8, back down. 9, keep the shoulder blades together. Last one, arms forward, chin to the chest, up nice and tall, keep the shoulder blades pinched, slowly rolling back down, nice and controlled. and then hands back behind the head. Perfect. Imprint the spine. Next one, very similar. We're going to come into the roll-ups. So we're going to have the legs in tabletop to start, hands back behind the head. We're going to come up onto the back of the hips, keeping the heels hovering off the mat. We're going to run through 10 of them. We might add in a little bit at the end as well. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, hands back behind the head. Arms forward, chin to the chest, rolling up, and then back down. 1, 2, keep the heels off the mat, don't let them touch like I did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, back down, 9, back down, one last one, 10. Whoops, hold yourself there, I forgot. And then straighten the right leg and bend. Left, 2, 3, keep the chest forward, 4, 6, 7, left leg 8, right leg 9, left leg 10, roll back down onto the mat, hands back, feet down onto the mat, and have a little rest. Perfect. Next what we're going to do, we're going to come up into sitting. So, we're going to have the knees bent, heels on the mat, hands back either side of the mat, back nice and wide, knees 90 degrees, hips 90 degrees, pinch the shoulder blades together, chest comes forward, and instead of extending one leg at a time, like we just did, we're going to have the 2 legs. 1, 2, 3. To make this harder, don't let the heels touch the mat. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and then rest the feet back down. We're going to go for single legs now. So, chest forward, shoulder blades pinched, extend the right leg, lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the right knee, left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Last one, 10. Bend the left knee. Right leg, straighten the left leg, lower it halfway, little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs, straighten the left leg, lower the left heel. 1, 2, 4, keep the chest forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, roll back down onto the mat, and have a little rest. We're going to stretch the legs out now. And we're going to start by stretching the piriformis. So we're going to bring the right ankle over the left knee. We're going to put the right hand through the legs, left hand around the left thigh, rest the head down, and we're going to pull the left thigh to the chest. So you should feel a good stretch around the back of the right hip and then the back of the thigh, right thigh. Keep the shoulders relaxed back, chin is tucked in, and just stretching at that right hip. Perfect. And then switch legs, right foot onto the mat, left ankle over the right thigh, left hand comes through the legs, right hand comes around the right thigh, and stretch out the left hip. Shoulders relaxed back, chin is tucked in. And then rest the right leg back down. 2 hands to the back of the left thigh, straighten the left leg to the ceiling, chin is tucked in, feel a stretch into the back of the left thigh. I'm going to pull the toes towards you and relax. And you're going to feel that stretch coming all the way down to the calf. So we're starting to stretch out the sciatic nerve now as well. So just flossing that nerve back and forward. Good, loosening up any adhesions around it. Perfect. Good, and then switch legs. Left foot is on the mat, keep the knee bent, hands around the back of the right thigh, straighten the right leg to the ceiling, feel a stretch at the back of the thigh there, the hamstring's being stretched out, and then to bring the sciatic nerve into it, pumping the ankle up and down, make sure you bring the toes with it as well, keep the chin tucked in, Perfect. So, class is going to finish up here now. I'm just going to cut it a bit short because Lauren's going to take straight over and we're going to start to edit the 2 videos together from now on. So we'll have a Monday class, a Thursday class, and we'll have the 2 classes together in one video. And then bend the right knee and Lauren will take up from here.
Right, so now we're going to come onto our stomachs. So forehead resting on your hands. Pinching the shoulders back, press the hips down into the mat. Keep the hips and legs pressed heavy on the mat. Lift the upper body up and lower. And lifting up and lower. Lifting up and lower. Lift and lower. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Rest the upper body down. For the next few, if you want to make it harder, lift the upper body up. Otherwise, keep the upper body resting down. Squeeze the legs together, lift both legs up and lower and lift and lower. Keep the legs nice and straight. Good. 6 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs up, bring them apart and together. Good. And apart, together. Keep the upper body up if you want to make it harder. Apart, nice and wide, and back together. Good. 5 more. Keep the shoulders pinched back. 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Straighten up the left leg. Lift the left leg up. Keep it nice and straight and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze the glutes on the left as you lift the leg up. Keep pressing the hips down into the mat. Good. 3 more, and then we're going to hold it up for 10 pulses. 2, 1. Keep it up for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the left leg down. Now same thing on the right side. Lift the right leg up and lower. Lift and lower. Good. 6, 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep the leg up. 10 pulses. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Then we're going to bend both legs up. Bring the knees apart to the sides of the mat and the soles of the feet together. This is called frog. So knees up nice and high. Press the hips down into the mat. Good. Lifting up and lower. Really good for the glutes. Make sure your hips stay in contact with the mat. Good. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Then we're going to bring the hands down by our side. Bring the legs together. Tuck the chin in. Lift the upper body up. Twist the thumbs back. And pinch shoulders together. And lower. Lift up. Twist and pinch. And lower. Lifting up. Good. Really make sure to pinch the shoulder blades together at the top. Don't let the legs lift. And keep the chin tucked in. Pretend you're holding an apple between your chin and your neck. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we're going to reach the arms out in front. Good. So we're going to lift the arms and legs up as high as you can. And lower. Lifting up and lower. Again, keeping that chin tucked in. Still holding that apple between the chin and the neck. Squeeze the glutes as you lift up. 3 more. 2. Keep everything lifted, swimmers. So back and forth. Between you're swimming here. Kicking the legs back and forth. Keeping the chin tucked in. Keeping the chest lifted. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Then we're going to stretch out the quads, so bend the left leg, grabbing with the hand. Good, giving a nice stretch to the front of the thigh. And then to the right side. And then bring the hands under the shoulders. Keep the elbows close to the body. Pewing the chest up off the mat, looking up to the ceiling. Again, if this is sore or painful at all, just dropping down to the forearms. So it shouldn't be painful. It should feel like a nice stretch. Good, and then back into child's pose. Knees apart wide, forehead to the mat. Try to get your heel to your bums, or your bum to your heels. Walk the hands over to the left, leaning to the right. And then over to the right and leaning to the left. Good, and then we're going to come onto our side for the next few. So we're going to start off on our elbow. Again, if you want to make these easier, just drop all the way down to your side like this. If you want to make them really challenging, you can keep the legs straight and come up all the way. Or if you want to make it kind of just in the middle, you could bend the bottom knee, keep the top leg straight, elbow under the shoulder, make sure it's not coming out to the side like this, so keep it nice and close to the body. We're going to lift the hips up nice and high and lower. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the hips up, lift the top leg and lower. Keep the hips up nice and high. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the leg up, cycle forward. Good, don't let the hips drop. Really working the obliques here and then the glutes as well. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and last one backwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Good, resting all the way down for the next one. Top leg up 1 foot, bottom leg to touch, and lower. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting the top leg, keep the bottom leg lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2, big circles forward. Good, you can keep your hand on your hip, make sure that you're not rolling forward, so keeping the hips stacked. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch directions, last one. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Before switching to the other side, we're just going to do a little bit of plank work. So we're going to bring the elbows under your shoulders, tuck the toes in, lifting the hips up. We're going to drop the hips to the left and to the right, just working the obliques here. Good, we're going to do 20 of these. Good, 10 more. 2, and 1, and resting down. Then we're going to switch over to the opposite side. Starting off with the knee bent, or whichever your preference is, whatever you did before. Elbow under the shoulder. Starting off, lift the hips up nice and high, and lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Top leg lifted. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cycling forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Resting down. Top leg lifted, bottom leg to touch, and lower. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift the top leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big circles forward, staying in front of the bottom leg. Try to keep that bottom leg lifted. Good. And switch directions. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting the leg down. Then we're going to come onto our backs and stretch the legs out. Hug the right knee into your chest. Shoulders are relaxed. Pull the leg in nice and tight. Bring the leg across the body, arm out to the side. And then swapping over. Left leg in. And then bring it across the body. Good, trying to keep that left shoulder down. Back to the center, right ankle over the left knee, grab behind the thigh, pull the knee into your chest. And then switching over. Left leg down, straightening up the right leg to stretch out the hamstring. Shoulders stay relaxed. And then chin to the chest, rolling forward, bending and straightening the ankle to stretch out the sciatic nerve. And then switching back, rest the head back, grab behind the left leg, straighten up the leg. And then chin to the chest, bending and straightening the ankle. And then we're going to come onto the right knee and stretch out the hip flexors. So imprinting the spine, leaning forward, feeling the stretch on the front of the right leg. This is really good to do if you've been sitting a lot. Reaching over then to increase the stretch. And then swapping over, left leg down. Right leg up, imprinting the spine, leaning forward. Then to increase that, just reaching over with the left arm. And then back to the center. Then we're going to stretch out the neck. So we're going to grab the head with the right arm, bring the right ear to your right shoulder as you gently press the left arm away from your body. So you should feel this all along the upper traps on the right side, or sorry, on the left side. And then left ear to the left shoulder, grab with the left hand, push the right arm down towards the mat. And then getting the levator scapula then in the back of the neck as well. So looking to the right and down, grab with the right hand. Same thing, push the left arm down towards the mat. And then same thing on the left. And then coming back to the center, and then we'll finish there.